Good afternoon, everybody. Chef D with Chef D Prospecting. I'm going to make a pork fried rice for dinner. What I got here is some trimmed up pork tenderloin, onions, peppers, and some broccoli stems. I took some fresh broccoli and some snow peas and just zapped them in the microwave with a little bit of water and then shocked them in ice water. Ginger, some garlic, little Benzo Gold 7 sauce for heat, hoisin for sweetness, and soy sauce. You really don't need the hoisin, I just have it. Sesame oil, jasmine rice. I want to take a second to talk about this. It's a rice cooker, very, very inexpensive piece of equipment. A must have if you eat a lot of rice at the house. 1-to-1. 1 part water, 1 part rice, and you just push the button, it clicks when it's done. It makes perfect rice every single time. Maybe just add a little bit of salt. Of course, I have my wok, and yeah, that's pretty much the mise en place. Mise en place in French would be everything in its place. It's a chef term. So I want to show you a real quick trick on peeling fresh ginger. So I'll bring you right back here in a sec. So this whole dish right here, this entire meal probably is enough to feed 8 people. Under $10. So very inexpensive meal, and delicious at the same time. So I have the ginger right there on my cutting board. I'm just going to take this, just a regular spoon. I'm just going to hold the ginger and just bring it towards me. See how easy the skin peels off of this ginger? I've washed it first, but I'm going to peel this ginger down, peel the skin off. This is too much ginger for this dish. I'd probably use half of this. It's going to add a little bit of heat too. So if you have a good heat tolerance, you could use the whole thing, but again, just based on preference. So there you have it, ginger. I'm gonna slice this down and mince it up, and I'm gonna start my wok with some sesame oil, garlic, and this ginger. Be right back. All right, guys, I have my wok preheating right now. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. First thing I need to do is make my omelet. This is the eggs that go into the fried rice, but you make this ahead of time in the wok, and then cut it up, put it in right at the end after all the rice and stuff has been included. I'm not going to put any seasoning in this, just the egg, beaten up real nice. You can tell your oil's hot when it flows quick. You got a nice hot pan and you got fat in there, the egg isn't going to stick. Almost there. Lower the heat. Omelet's about done. Look at how much volume that is. That's just 2 eggs right there. Off onto the plate. All right, next thing I need to do is add some more vegetable oil. Again, about 2 tablespoons. A touch of roasted sesame oil. And I'm going to start working on my aromatics. I always like to start with the garlic and the ginger and the onions. That's going to flavor your oil, which is going to kind of build the dish. Right behind that, I'm going to throw in the pork tenderloin. Onions. This is just the stem of the broccoli. Most of it, I cut the bottom off, but no reason to waste that. I'm going to put the peppers in a little bit later. You want to get this moving, keep this moving. This is a high heat that I'm looking at. Now be careful, it's going to splatter around and stuff and could get a little flare up, a little fire flare up, but I'm a professional. I've only burned my house down once. The last 2 things to go into the pan will be your rice and your peas. I'll throw the eggs in right prior to that. Flash in your pan. So basically I'm just building this flavored oil. A little more sesame oil in there. I'm going to add the garlic here near the end because I don't want it to burn. So I'm going to add the garlic once the onions and the broccoli stem and the ginger is all incorporated throughout the oil. Right when the garlic starts to get a little bit of color, that's when I'm going to add my protein, my pork. It's just a chopped garlic, get in the store. I like a lot of garlic, about 2 tablespoons. Already smells delicious. The hottest part of this pan is going to be around your edges. So when you see the guys in the Chinese restaurants working their woks, they're using those edges because that edge is really what's giving it the caramelization and the flavor. This smells awesome. Garlic's starting to get a little color. Gonna work it up to the edges. A little well for my pork. Touch more oil. While this pan's getting really hot, I'm just going to touch it with a little salt, kosher salt, and some fresh pepper. See how it's hot right here? The pan's getting really hot. In with the pork. I'm kind of flattening it out right now, just making a single layer. Again, working the food to the edges. That's where most of your heat's going to be. You could use chicken, steak, just veggies, all matter of preference. Pork tenderloin's nice and tender. It's always relatively inexpensive, $3–4 a pound. And this is about a pound and a quarter, pound and a half of pork right here. Eating on a budget. Price of food and everything in the world is making it a necessity to be a little bit more careful about what you're spending your money on. All the edges of this pork is... Hey guys, back? Well, the fire detector works. Anyway, got a little smoke going in here, but again, that's what you're gonna get. So this pork's about done. I'm gonna throw in my broccoli, blanched broccoli. It's already looking amazing. Peppers. I'm going to put you guys on a time speed now. Adding in my soy sauce. This was like $3 at the Asian market. Can't read a word. A little bit of hoisin. This is Chinese ketchup. Jasmine rice. Rice is already cooked. All these vegetables are about cooked. It's about 5 pounds of food here. Snow peas, optional. What you're trying to accomplish here is to get a little bit of crust on this rice. Again, it's caramelization. It's not burnt, it's flavor. My egg. See how that rice is starting to stick to the edges? That's where all the good flavor comes, where the soy sauce is caramelizing. Finish it off with a half bag of frozen peas. Give it a taste for seasoning. A little of the secret weapon. Pork fried rice a la Chef V. Hope you enjoyed. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know if there's something out there that you'd like to see me cook. Leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching.